joining me today. My name is Feline Mahoney, and today's class is designed to support stress relief in the subtle body with poses designed to bring energy towards the root and sacral chakras. Let's come down to a seated position on our mats in half lotus pose. We'll start our practice today by closing our eyes and drawing our senses into the awareness of our breath. As you're doing your slow, deep breaths, put the backs of your hands on your knees, thumbs and forefingers touching. Spine lifted, shoulders back, lower back supported. Listen to the sound of your breath. Keep it rhythmic and slow. And feel how the experience is unfolding before you. This is the seat of yoga. Free the mind from wandering. Remain present and calm. We're going to take 3 more sets of breaths. Your last exhale, we're going to get ready to go into our next pose, child's pose. We're going to come to kneeling position on our mat, knees together. If this feels good, stay here. If kneels together doesn't feel good for you, as a modification, we can distribute the weight of our knees by spreading them hip width apart. We're going to sink our hips down to our ankles, forehead touching the mat in front of us, hands pushed back towards your feet, palms facing up. Focus on your breath as you completely surrender into this pose. Notice how it feels to be completely supported by the ground beneath you. Bring your hands towards the front of your mat, palms facing down. Keep your shoulders away from your ears as you continue your breathing. Focus on your breath as the experience unfolds in front of you. We're going to focus on the space in between our brows, the third eye chakra space. We'll use that space to connect to our intuition. Gently sway your head back and forth, bringing awareness to this space. Bring the head back to still and notice where your mind is gone. On your next exhale, we're going to come up to a tabletop to prepare for our next pose. Our next pose will be cat-cow, and it will help us get our spine moving. We're going to inhale into our cow, descending our belly towards our mat, raising our tail, and raising our head. We're going to exhale into cat pose, rounding our back like a cat, tucking our tail, and bringing our belly button in towards the spine. We're going to go back and forth, alternating these poses to get our spine moving. Cow, cat, cow, cat. Cow, exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And on our last cat exhale, we're going to come into a standing position to prepare for our next rooting poses, starting in Swadisthana, mountain pose. Our standing poses, Swadisthana, mountain pose, are going to prepare us to be further rooted and grounding us. Tree pose is a balancing pose, and we'll start off by grounding your left foot into the ground and bringing your right ankle into your left thigh. If this pose is comfortable, you can stay here. As a modification, to put less stress on your knee, you can come down to your ankle on your thigh, on your calf. Your right leg faces out. You should focus on one point while you bring your arms up over your head in a tree pose. If you lose your balance and come out of your pose, just reground your left foot and bring your right foot in wherever it best serves you. To come out of the pose, you'll release your arms first, and then your foot. Shake it out a little bit and come back into Swadisthana, mountain pose. We're going to take our tree to the other side. So now we're going to ground our right foot. We're going to bring our left ankle in to the right thigh, if that serves you. If not, as a modification, you can bring it down to your calf. Take a focal point as you ground yourself and work on your balance. Bring your arms over your head, meeting your palms. You lose your balance, that's okay. You ground your right foot, go back to your tree. Keep your eyes on your focal point as you release your arms back down out of tree pose. Release your leg, foot, loosen everything up, get back in the mountain pose. From this pose in mountain, we're going to go to cactus arms. The way to do cactus arms is to stand firm, back supported, shoulders back. Pretend like there are strings pulling the backs of your hands up into a cactus position. As you breathe, we're going to alternate. Inhale, cactus. Exhale to hips. 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 One last round. Inhale, cactus. Exhale to hips. On our exhale, we're going to prepare for a warm-up with sun salutation. Standing firmly in Swadisthana, we're going to lift our hands over our head and come into a forward fold. From here, we're going to come to a half lift, keeping our back as straight as possible. And we're going to step back into plank. If plank feels good, stay here. If you struggle with plank a little bit, you can support your back by bringing your knees to the ground. Bend your elbows and come down into Chaturanga. From here, you can inhale into Cobra, or if you want a deeper stretch, inhale into Upward Dog. Look down at your knees and push up into Downward Dog. If you want to get some more space in your hamstrings, you can walk your dog a little bit by alternating or pedaling your feet to add some space to the back of your legs. Now, you'll look at your knees as you step towards the front of your mat and raise your arms back into Tadasana. That was our warm-up to prepare us for our warrior flow. We're going to visit our warrior flow to connect us with Earth and the physical body, while helping harness our inner warrior energy to feel safe, confident, empowered, and connected to our subtle body. You'll start off by grounding your right foot towards the back of your mat, left foot towards the front. You're going to bend your left knee over your left ankle, and your right foot will face the right front corner of your mat. Your hips should be facing forward as you come into Warrior One. Your arms will go straight up over your head, and as you breathe in, when you exhale, you'll release down into your left knee for a deeper stretch. If this feels good, stay here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can widen your stance a little bit. We're going to take a few deep breaths in our Warrior One to further ground us to our subtle bodies. From here, we're going to extend into Warrior Two by taking our arms towards the front and the back of the mat. Our feet stay in the same position. Knee stays over the left ankle. Arms straight in front and behind you. Shoulders supported. As we settle into our Warrior Two. Feel the energy in your arms and legs. We're going to drop back into Reverse Warrior by putting your right leg on your thigh and bringing your right hand on your thigh and bringing your left hand over your head. We'll look up at our hand and breathe into the stretch. Left knee remains over the left ankle. We're going to counterbalance this stretch with an extended side stretch. Take your left forearm and place it on your left thigh. Bring your right arm over your head and keep a straight line from your right hand down to your right foot. If you want a deeper stretch, you can take a block, go down further on the block, or go all the way to the ground. We're going to come out of the side angle, and we're going to go to the other side of our warrior. So you want to take your left foot and ground it towards the back. So your right foot will be towards the front. Right knee over right ankle. We're going to go back into Warrior One, but on the other side. Hips face forward. Arms go straight up. As we breathe into our stretch. With each exhale, go deeper into your right knee. Make sure it's over the top of your right ankle. We're going to go into our Warrior Two now by bringing our arms to the front and back of the mat. Keep your right knee over your right ankle. If your shoulders feel like they're coming up a little bit, You can soften them down away from your ears somewhat by windmilling your arms. Feel the energy as you hold this pose in your arms and your legs. We're grounding ourselves and connecting with our bodies. We're going to go under our reverse warrior by dropping our left hand down to our left thigh, bringing our right hand over our head, gaze up at your hand, keep your right knee over your right ankle. We're going to do our side angle stretch, starting off with your right forearm on your right thigh, left hand over your head, straight line from your foot to your hand. If this works good for you, stay right here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can go down to a block. If you want a deeper stretch than that, you can also go down to the ground. Come out of that side angle stretch into a warrior one. Keep your hips facing forward. As you raise up both hands towards the sky. We're going to come back down to our mat in a seated position, stack pose. In our stack pose, we want our sit bones squarely on the ground, quads engaged, feet flexed. We're going to go into a twisted spinal pose. So we're going to take our right foot, cross it over our left leg, foot landing outside that knee. We're going to reach towards the back of the mat on the side with the foot. If this feels good, stay here. If you want a deeper stretch, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, reach a little bit further. Stay here for 3 sets of slow breaths. We're going to come to the other side of our spine. Starting with our left ankle over in front of our right knee. Sit up tall, spine lifted, sit bones squarely on the floor, and reach back behind you on the side where your foot is planted. If this feels good, stay here. If you would like a deeper stretch, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, reach a little further back. 3 sets of breaths here. We're going to go into our reverse pigeon pose. Feet on the ground, laying on your back. Shoulders away from your ears. You're going to take your left foot, place it on your right knee. Bring your hands to the back of your right knee and gently pull your knee towards your chest. You should feel grounding in your root and sacral chakras with this pose. It's also a good hip opener, which is great for stress relief. We hold a lot of stress in our hips. We'll come down. Take the right foot on the left knee. Shoulders away from the ears. Gently pull back over our left knee. Pull that knee in towards our chest. A nice stretch on the other side. Now for our Tadasana, corpse pose. Or I'm sorry, Savasana, corpse pose. Lie flat on your back with your feet a little wider than hip width distance. Keep the arms beside the body with the palms facing upwards. Let the fingers curl up gently. Adjust the head, neck, and spinal muscles to keep them in one straight line. Relax the whole body and avoid all physical movements. Become aware of the natural breath. Start drawing your attention closer to this breath and observe the rhythmic movement of inhalation and exhalation. Focus on slow, deep breathing. If the mind can stay on the breath for a few moments, then the body can move into a state of relaxation easily. We're going to take about a minute of quiet time so that you can enjoy this state of relaxation. At the end of your quiet time, return your awareness back to the body and the environment around you. To release the pose, make gentle movements with your fingers and toes. Hands and feet. And slowly move the rest of your body into laying on your side. Pause here for just a moment. Gently open your eyes, pushing up into a seated position, back into half lotus pose. Think back to the beginning of class where focus on the grounding chakras began. Your energy to the chakras, thought, and intuition have been supported. Hip openers have released tension and stress from your body. With awareness of your energy and your experiences, you get more connection. This is your mind's power. Namaste is about creating and honoring connection and respect. The loose translation is that the divine in me sees and honors the divine in you. We will bring our hands to our heart center, closing our practice with Namaste and slightly bowing our heads. Namaste.